Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining again. This is Kate Lanigan McGregor and this is Module 8 and we're talking about abundance and mindsets and how to bring that into your elevator speech. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is the principle of abundance. What does abundance mean? How does it actually affect your elevator speech? And how can we come up with a 12-word or so mission/vision statement about you and what your destiny is for your idea of success? But first, let's do our fist bump. You guys have been amazing. I think that your very own Facebook group, you are killing it out there. The feedback that you're giving each other and the support is wonderful. I think you're creating alliances and there's some future business to be had between one another, I think. And I think you're challenging each other. And I think that's awesome. I know you're challenging me. And you're practicing with one another, and that's awesome. You know, this is a very safe place to practice, and you participate rather than lurk. And I am just going to give a shout out. We have a lot more people watching than participating than doing surveys. So I'm going to just reach out again. We need those surveys, and I really want you to participate. You will learn so much more from taking part in this with us. And again, mailbag today is filled with great feedback. The first has to do with the avatar and the confusion about the avatar. And from I thought I was talking about myself, or how do I have someone if I don't even know where I'm going with my business? You know, all sorts of confusion, okay? And I am so glad that you're looking into it that deeply. I sent out this morning the module that kind of caused the confusion, and I changed it around a little bit and made it a little bit easier to read and understand. So I hope that helped. There's also a link here that I'll put into the footnotes on it. Okay, but the gist is, you know, if you haven't started a business yet, or if you're just getting started in a business, then that's okay. You know, ultimately, whatever you're doing, how you want to be with people should be ultimately how you create that avatar. Okay, so whether you're, you know, selling shoes or fish or houses or whatever, it doesn't matter. You know, you're creating your destiny and you're being who you want to be. You're being that authentic you. Okay, so what do I mean exactly by abundance? When I talk about abundance, what I'm trying to say is there is more than enough to go around. So create what it is that you want more of. And when we practice abundance, there's enough. There's enough for everyone. There's enough business, there's enough time, there's enough fun. And ultimately, abundance creates abundance. Abundance is not something we acquire, it's something we tune into. And that's a saying that I put in that little infographic right there. I just think it's so important to remember, like, you create your destiny. And have you heard of The Secret? The Secret was a great big movement that happened probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. And the whole idea about The Secret was whatever you thought about turned into reality. And I just want to read this. You are a magnet. When you become a magnet of wealth, you attract wealth. When you become a magnet of health, you attract health. When you become a magnet of love, you attract love. When you become a magnet of joy, you attract joy. You must become the magnet of whatever it is you want to bring it to you. Magnet comes first. Manifestations is second. Manifestation is the effect of the magnet of you. So we want to leave out scarcity. Scarcity means that there is not enough. Scarcity is lose-lose. That's what my idea of competition is scarcity, where we both are fighting for the same thing. Okay, in our world of abundance, there is no such thing as competition. Someone chooses you in your business because you fit them and they fit you. Okay, you do not lose out on a listing. You don't beat anybody out on a listing. You are matched in a listing with that person. And again, if you're not in real estate, it has to just do with someone choosing your services. Okay, if they don't choose you, then you simply are not a fit. So you want to find your fit in your branding. Here's a little bit about my branding. And one of the things you want to do with your branding is you want to teach people how to talk about you. And here in my mission son talks about, you know, what I do. And it's sales, marketing, instruction, leadership, and empowerment. And my vision is who I am. And I want to serve, honor, inspire, navigate, and elevate. And my system of how is a whole bunch of S's that we don't really need to talk about right now. But you see that through my branding, I weave this story. And some of you may say, well, I don't have a story yet. I'm brand new, or I'm just figuring this out. Well, congratulations. You are the person who this is created for. You're who I call the uncontaminateds. Okay, you have no predetermined habits. You have no bad habits. Your success is completely in your control. You can see what is stopping you or pausing you, and you can move that forward. You are able to use failure as a teacher, and you can give yourself permission to fail. And there's a saying that says, I'm not failing, I'm learning. I love that. And old versus new. It's so hard to get rid of old habits. It's very easy to create new habits. So there's a balance between giving and asking. So don't worry if you don't have all the answers yet. You're not supposed to. Okay, so for your mission, what do you do? Or what are you going to do? And how does this fit into your elevator speech? Again, when I talked about what I did, it had to do with the sales, marketing, instruction, leadership, and empowerment. So I fit that all in with my words into what I do. Okay? And your vision is, who are you? Who do you want to help? How does this fit into your elevator speech? Okay, so for me, I said that I wanted to help, I wanted to serve, I wanted to honor, I wanted to inspire, I want to navigate people with their values, and I want to elevate people. So those are the things that come into my elevator speech on what I do. So for your homework, I want you to live stream your elevator speech, who you are and what you do. And I want you to answer it for today. And many of you are evolving, so just give today's elevator speech. Talk about you today. Okay, my friends, so I'm going to wrap it up with this. There is enough in this world for all of us, and there's enough for us to completely create that avatar and create exactly who our client is, decide how it is that we want to move forward with our branding, and we can create that. The more that we can visualize it, the more that it will happen. And then we can communicate that. An elevator speech is that speech that from the time you get on the elevator until the time that you get off the elevator, you have enough information to succinctly tell somebody who you are and what you do. And again, today, all we're looking for is today. Who are you today? What is it that you want to do today? What is it that you are doing today? Who are you evolving into? And again, train the people to be able to talk about you in the way that you want them to. Communicate what it is that your message is. Okay? So anyways, you guys are awesome. Hang in there, and thank you for the feedback. And this is Kate Lanigan McGregor saying goodbye. Be bold, be awesome, be you.